Hey guys, my name is Bando, this is Brexit Bando, and over on Discord, this was shared recently, and it's Jess Goodwin's and Nick Davis's article from White Dwarf many years ago with the release of the new plastic 3rd edition Space Marine kit. Up until this point, the Tactical Marines had been a hybrid metal and plastic kit with the legs, torso and head being one piece in metal, the arms all being roughly the same. They were the hand holding the pistol grip and then a hand usually out flat rather than like a C grip. It was just flat, and then the bolters. This new Space Marine sprue and kit was a revolution, really. It really changed things up. And this box, I think, retailed at release for around about £12 or £13. The metal one before it was definitely around £11 to £12, I remember that. And I just wanted to talk about this because I've just been reading through this, and unfortunately these pictures are quite low quality. Because there's a couple of bits in here that I really want to touch on. First of all is this one. There's a little inset into the article which talks about an old kit, a previous kit, and just says, hey, this was the first set we did, and this is where we've come from. We don't usually get that nowadays. Once a new kit's come out, they kind of shuffle the old one off and try not to ever talk about it ever again. Now, this was a little bit before my time. I have plenty of White Dwarfs that showed these Marines off, and I was always wondering as a kid why I couldn't buy these cool plastic beaky Marines. Well, actually, I probably didn't even know that they were plastic at the time. The next thing on this that is quite impressive is that we're on, the splash page of the article. It's given us a full look at a sprue and also showing off converted miniatures. It's got the actual model builder's name. In this case, it's Ali Morrison. And, it says, it's converted Space Marine firing a missile launcher. It's a very simple conversion, but it's very cool. I also really miss this style of Ultramarine. There was something about it that is so nostalgic for me. And then we go on through the article, and it details the sprue and what every piece on the sprue is. The new bolter arms, you can see here, it's got a hand you're more familiar with. The actual C-clamp hand. Whereas before, it was like it was feeding a horse. It was just flat with his thumb at his side. And these were all separate sprues, which meant that they could be thrown in with other kits. A lot of metal kits, for example, would get sprues like this added to them. And then down here you can see that they've got even more conversions. Models not built the way they're supposed to be built, with every single person being credited, kits being combined, metal kits being combined, different units being combined, not just different kits. They talk about the different styles of backpack up here. Oh. All the different styles of backpack up here. And they give you the instructions on how to build them. And again, even more conversions. But the bit I really wanted to look at, if I can stop flashing all my bookmarks, is this little bit here. In the future, we've got loads of stuff in the pipeline. We've just sent the new plastic assault marines to be tooled up, and just like the tactical marines, there'll be a whole host of accessories for them to use. We've done a melter bomb, a hand holding a crack grenade. All the new plastic Space Marines will be interchangeable. So in effect, we are bulking a range of modular Space Marine kits, or building. I'm going blind. We are also we're also finishing off the new Devastator Marines, which will be a metal plastic hybrid kit, using the body of the plastic Space Marines with metal heavy weapons, backpacks that will hold the power source and refrigeration units. This is so different to the Games Workshop we have nowadays, where any inkling of future releases is so heavily restricted, almost. We don't get told that, oh yeah, this model's coming out, but next we're doing this. Oh, we've just sent this model off to the production guys. No, it's a very controlled release schedule. It's very much like everything must be released to maximize hype, minimize the options for people to go and save money and avoid kits. It must be react. And I think that's a little toxic. I think it's part of the problem. I think it preys upon people with low self-control who, struggle with, controlling their finances, that sort of thing. And it's not great. But these images are fantastic. And these ones at the bottom, these two especially, these really remind me of these two here. Really remind me of like an era on places like the Bolter and Chainsword, where we were all building the same Space Marine kits, but just seeing the wild difference in modelling ability, seeing some guys chopping the shins in half and making the legs longer, other guys adding pouches and antennas and giant banners. I remember seeing guys carrying huge hand painted banners, sculpting faces, stuff from just like droopy moustaches up to entire new heads being made. It's so different nowadays. I mean, mainly we've lost most of the forums. Dakar, Warseer, Bolter and Chainsword. They're not. If they're still around, they're a shadow of what they used to be. Everything's now done on Facebook groups and on Discord. And while Discord's great for chatting to people and sharing stuff and getting real-time feedback, it's not good for archiving. On the BNC, for example, I've got threads going back years. And I can go back to them and see the first thing I posted in that thing, and I can see a progression of my army. I can follow someone's project from, their first test mini all the way up to their latest releases. And some of those threads have been going on for close to a decade. I mean, they lose them usually when they shift over to different hosts and stuff, and they lose data. But a lot of this has been lost, and a lot of it's no longer really showing, and it's not the same anymore. I remember a lot of it was lost during what is sometimes colloquially referred to as the Great Photo Bucket loss, where the Photo Bucket, which was an image hosting website, basically decided, we're no longer going to be a free image hosting website. You're going to have to pay for this, and everyone basically went, cool, bye. And PhotoBucket just deleted all the links, and those images were no longer there. This whole article is like a time capsule almost to a different era. And I've got to say that, if you are new to the hobby, if you started anywhere from 5th edition or 6th, I would say 6th edition onwards, if you haven't had a chance, go back and read some of these older 2nd and 3rd edition White Dwarfs. Try and get your hands on them, because you'll get a glimpse of just such a different hobby. Like just a wildly different ecosystem is probably the best word to use. A different company. Don't look at the prices. The prices will make you sad. But you'll see there's more humanity in it. I think I might start collecting the old white dwarfs again. I think I might go out of my way and try and get my hands on some of them. I guess it's just an old man being nostalgic. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Listening to me ramble. I have had my delivery of Space Wolves. My first couple of units are being built, and hopefully I shall be able to give you guys an update this weekend for the Battle of Rofa 9. We've got a couple more people who've joined in with some rather interesting armies, so we'll be covering those as well, and hopefully showing off everyone's test minis. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. If you want to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe. We are a gnat's whisker away from 2,000 subscribers. Not doing anything for 2,000, I don't think, but maybe 2,500 we might do another giveaway. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.